through the changes from last time you saw this to this year. I have put some Vans grips on it because they just feel a lot better than those very flimsy grips, especially when riding a little harder. I put a mirror on it with phone mount. I did, with the engine change, I did switch to the SIP Speedo because I wanted to get some experience on these. The paint job on it is horrible, but that was the whole point. It took me like 30 minutes. I mean, even these are painted, I don't really care about the quality of them. One of the bigger changes, well, the big changes are down here. So as of now, it's got Malossi big valve cylinder head, Malossi aluminum cylinder kit, Polini camshaft. Down here we got Polini Evolution CVT. It's just an independent test showed that it's the best for this motor, so I just stuck to it. In the rear, I don't have it yet. I'm gonna put Delta clutch and bell, as well as the SIP torque converter. As of now, it's incredibly strong. It wheelied with me a little bit going uphill. I can't wait to actually get in and adjust the clutch and play around with the weights a little bit more. So I have taken this on 1500 miles since you guys last saw it. Some of it, probably 40, 30, 20 miles, were off-road at an off-road rally with knobbies on. It was a blast to ride. The weight actually helped it to get some grip. And I played around with the shocks too to get it to handle really well off-road. I've ridden this on the tail of the Dragon very aggressively a few times, and every time I went I just really enjoyed this bike. You can trail brake real hard into the turn. The dosage on radial master cylinder is incredible. Like, these things are just phenomenal. Don't mind this cutout, it's definitely worth it. As well as this, the 4-piston caliper down there, the shocks with its adjustment, they did really well up there in the mountains. So on this Kanda KD1 that I rode in the front, you can see on the burnt edges how hard I can ride this tire and I can ride the bike, because I really laid it down into the turns, and I'm only limited by the frame to get it on the edge. It's basically about here is where the frame on either side starts scraping. Now this is just the front one, off-road wheel. The rear one looks the same. It was that crappy street paint that I had that I put on here, and I rode probably 400 miles on the road with this, commuted a few times and everything, and they're not that bad, not as bad as you'd think. They were great on dirt, except that dent on the frame that I showed you, and they also made for a great burnout. Now I'm gonna keep this set, so I'll try some light off-roading on it up in the Georgia mountains end of the year. The seat is pretty comfortable. I've ridden this 415, it ended with a 450 mile day from Atlanta to Memphis to a rally, which I did not win furthest ridden, but we did win a fun little Gymkhana event. during that ride, I got to really love this exhaust. It's loud. It's got a big, like a droning sound into your ears. With some music, it wasn't too bad, but it didn't really bother me. What bothered me on the long ride was the long straight, so I took a long detour and took some twisties. I did not take any video footage. I enjoyed myself too much. I did win a fun little gymkhana event because this bike handles so well. Like I can jump it and all that stuff, so I'm excited for this year. Note, I also had the wheels powder coated in a nice orange. My local powder coater is amazing. I thought about doing the swing arm, but it's fine. So the plan right now, if everything goes right, is to install the clutch, play around with the clutch, play around in the parking lot a little bit, and then Sunday go to a local 8-mile drag strip and get it to run down the strip a few times. I've had a Gilera Runner 180 during last year. I did not do a video on, which is a shame, that I built into a 183, and I ran down the strip a few times. During the small bore rally, and we got 8.68, I believe, with a very slipping clutch, and I believe this can beat it. Mostly because the whole clutch setup will be better, but I just want to compare it to it, and I also want to see if I can A, gear it down, and B, gear it up and see what top speed it can do. So if I go to the drag strip this weekend, I will definitely film it. But yeah, I'm excited to get this back on the, well, I mean, it was on the road. It was running perfectly fine. I just tore it apart to update the motor. But I'm excited the weather's getting better, so I can go and start riding. Yep, don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and yeah, I almost forgot.